There is an eerie presence at a school in Louisville, Kentucky. There have been reports of a male teenage boy walking around a video studio and playing with the equipment.
I find myself looking over my shoulder several times to see nothing.
I've often asked myself why
TTV
should sort of be the epicenter for these sightings.
You know, there's always been reports of ghosts from, just next door neighbors saying they were in their car and they felt like their mother-in-law passed them, just came right through them.
You can't rely on confessions of being a
ghost
when somebody's under torture.
Why this boy is here and why his spirit lingers here, or if it's just a popular myth, still remains unknown. We hope to find out right here on Monster Quest.
Witnesses around the world report seeing monsters. Are they real or imaginary? Science searches for answers on Monster Quest.
Ah, yes, there he is. Derek Keycafer. I'll never forget that kid. Derek came into my broadcast journalism class at the beginning of his junior year, the 2009-2010 school year. He seemed like any other boy at the school, an avid learner, and loved the technical side of things. He was also very interested in his Rubik's Cube. He challenged people in the class to mix it up and see if he couldn't decode it in less than 2 minutes. He was also working on a Jedi video that was going to go on TTV. He was very excited for this, and he was almost finished when the bad news came. At the end of the semester, he announced that he was moving to Oklahoma. His last day, he walked around the studio and then went to his favorite computer by the door. He said he would finish his Jedi video. When I came back from Christmas break, I unlocked the studio door and started to work on things that I had put off for the break. Even though I was alone, I couldn't help but feel like I was being watched. I find myself looking over my shoulder several times to see nothing. What happened next, I'll always remember. I walked into the control room. Derek was working on the computer. His back was to me, but I could see he was working on this Jedi video. I was completely stunned, and for a second I thought someone was playing a trick on me. I said, "Derek?" And he continued looking at the screen, clicking and typing. I walked up to him and tried to touch him, and as soon as I did, he vanished. The computer turned off, and then I fainted.
You know, there's always been reports of ghosts from, just next door neighbors saying they were in their car and they felt like their mother-in-law passed them, just came right through them while they were driving down the freeway, to people waking up in the middle of the night and seeing things out of the corner of their eyes. There's always been something just right outside of where we can see, and that's what I think might be going on here.
Eyewitness accounts describe the creature at least 3 very different ways.
Ghost-like, transparent,
Or more like a big
ghost.
Height ranges between 6 and 8 feet, and the creature has human-like hands and feet.
Black boots, black pants,
Black taco?
black dress, black dog,
Black taco.
black eye, black sheep.
Blackjack taco.
Taco.
With pepper jack sauce.
Blackjack taco, only 89 cents, exclusively at Taco Bell. Bell.
2 weeks later, I was sitting at the computer working on some graphics when I heard some footsteps and the clicking of a Rubik's Cube. I looked through the window into the studio, and there was Derek smirking and pacing as he was flipping the Rubik's Cube about. I ran out to the studio to see if my eyes were playing tricks on me. When I got out to the studio, he was gone. I assumed it was just my lack of sleep, so I went back into the control room to see a Rubik's Cube resting on top of the computer. Then I peed my pants.
The Monster Quest team went to extensive studies to try and find out if these stories were true. They found some goo on the floor of the TTV studio they thought was ectoplasm, but it was actually a loogie. They also sent some people out to a field with a gun for some reason. I'm assuming they wanted to practice shooting the ghost.
Direct hit.
They're also looking at a map of the TTV studio for a very long time, setting up where they are going to be, and so they can shoot Derek. Several months went past and reports of the ghost began to die off. Monster Quest then naturally lost interest in the story to pursue a giant water buffalo that was terrorizing Wisconsin. So, is there really a ghost of Derek Kiefer in the TTV studio? The world may never know.